Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about what Joan Laporta did say to the press that showed proof that Barcelona right now, they are in a great moment. They are trying to get into their best position financially and sportingly to do some great damage throughout the rest of this year. There has been some very inspiring words that did come through Joan Laporta, and we are going to be speaking on that and what exactly that does mean for the future of this club. And then later in the video we're also going to be talking about the latest on Alvaro Morata and his future with FC Barcelona. But first, let's talk about what Joan Laporta did say, because look, earlier today, about 12 hours ago, there was a presentation about Ferran Torres, and fans were allowed to visit the training session inside the Camp Nou. So it was a very active day in Barcelona today. And of course, right, because we are in the beginning of this transfer window, there has been so many questions that were being asked towards Joan Laporta. They asked him, where does the club stand? Where do these players stand? Are there going to be any players that are going to be leaving Barcelona? What about Erling Haaland? There was just so many questions. Like, yes, it was a presentation about Ferran Torres, but many of the media people were asking Joan Laporta many different things, and Joan Laporta had a big statement to say after they asked him what's going to happen with the signings and Erling Haaland within these next few months. And this is what Joan Laporta had to say: everybody in the world should get ready, as we are back as big players in the market. Barcelona is back, and this is the statement that was needed within this club, because the amount of people and the amount of people that were working within these media outlets, they were saying that Barcelona's broke, that they cannot do anything, that we have to sell Ansu Fati and Pedri just to sign some other players. It's just these people are acting like they work within the club, like they found the solution and where Barcelona's at. The only people that know exactly what's going on within this club is the president and the people that are right next to him in the desk in the club offices. And it is quite clear, just looking at how Barcelona are lowering the wage bill and how they are buying players and how they are strategically planning to buy players, they are finding ways to maneuver through these transfer windows. Like, they probably have an agreement with some sort of sponsorship. They probably made some sort of investments within the past 4 to 5 weeks that we probably do not even know. And they continue to generate big revenues every month, every day, because Barcelona is a big club. They have the money. The only problem that was going on within this club is that before we had all these revenues coming in, but we spent like 99.9% of it on like big, ridiculous transfers and increased the wages of many of these players. Most of these problems that were happening, it was coming under ex-president Bartomeu. And then once La Liga saw how Barcelona were acting, just because they had big revenues coming in, and they placed a cap on this club as soon as Joan Laporta came in. So now we are in a moment where Barcelona, yes, of course, are always going to generate revenues because we are one of the biggest clubs in the world. We're lowering wages at the moment, and we're starting to see that there is more margin within our salary bill. So the problem was never the fee of the player. It was always just the fact that La Liga placed a wage cap on FC Barcelona. They had to lower the wage bill so low that Barcelona could not even move. But like I have said, because Barcelona are generating more revenues, because they are lowering their salary bill, we are beginning to see Barcelona become the club that they once were. And this is what Joan Laporta also had to say when they asked him, how do you feel about people not believing that you could sign Ferran Torres, and that here he is? And this is what Joan Laporta had to say: I say again, Barcelona remains a reference in the football market. Everyone should get ready because Barcelona is back. And I just love the way that Joan Laporta is sort of also backing Ferran Torres, that this player is going to be a tremendous player for this club, because he's basically saying that, look, we have Ferran here, this is proof that we can make big moves, and in other words, this is a big player. And I just love that. I love the fact that Joan Laporta has backed Ferran Torres in front of the media, that this player is going to become a very important player. And I'm also very confident that Ferran can do well. Like, this is a player that Xavi has been asking for so long, so this is a very strategic signing. So I'm very enthusiastic right now. I think that many of us should feel very confident and enthusiastic about this Barcelona club and where it's heading. I haven't felt this confident about a certain transfer since Luis Enrique, and when he was asking for certain players. I really do feel like whatever's going on right now and whatever players are being planned to come in, I have a lot of trust in it. I have a lot of trust in this sporting project that is being built, because the only thing that we have been seeing is Joan Laporta obeying Xavi Hernandez's commands. Xavi is saying, look, this is what I want to do, this is what I want my club to look like, these are the players that I do need. And Joan Laporta is saying, okay, yes, I'll give the green light to that. Whatever you want, we're going to say yes to it, and we're going to try our absolute best to get that done. And I love that. That is how it should be happening, because before we have only been seeing coaches being placed down and saying, look, you're not in charge of whatever transfers we want to do, we're going to make our own transfers, and then you're going to have to integrate these players into the team. And then the coach is like, okay, like, I have no room, I have no freedom, I have nothing. But here it is a completely different environment, and I love of that, and hopefully we can continue to see Joan Laporta obey the commands of Xavi Hernandez and what he wants this sporting project to look like. Now let's move on towards the next topic of today, and we are going to be talking about Alvaro Morata, because the deal is getting closer. And it does say here, according to Javi Miguel, Morata to Barcelona is almost done. Only some insignificant details are remaining to be closed before the announcing of the deal. So this is also another move that I am very confident on, because look, Morata does want Barcelona. The only thing that is stalling this transfer is for Barcelona to sort out the negotiations between Juventus and Atletico Madrid, and I'm very confident that Morata can do well, because I know it does seem like I'm fanboying too much on Xavi Hernandez and that I'm very hell-bent on Xavi Hernandez, but I do believe that Morata in Barcelona can work very well, because Morata has been performing great with the Spanish national team under Luis Enrique, and Luis Enrique's Spanish national team plays exactly like FC Barcelona. They are very similar in terms of style, which is why I do say that Morata in Barcelona could be a great, listen to me here now, a great plan B. Not a plan A, but a plan B. Because what gave me peace about Morata's transfer is how basically what we saw yesterday, how Xavi brought the best out of Luuk de Jong. We saw how Luuk de Jong was so clinical inside the box. We saw how confident he got after creating all of these opportunities. And I think that with Morata going into that role is only going to improve and Barcelona is only going to strengthen. So do I think that Morata is going to hinder the transfer of Erling Haaland? No. Haaland is still the main objective for the summer of 2022, which is why I do say Morata is going to come into this club acting as a plan B. Haaland is always and will forever be the plan A. The only thing that I do think it will hinder would be the continuation of Luuk de Jong. If Morata does come in to Xavi's Barcelona, Luuk de Jong will leave, and he will most likely leave towards Cadiz. And then as for the last report coming from Javi Miguel, and I quote, Xavi is confident that he can count on Morata for the Spanish Super Cup match against Real Madrid on January 12th. Morata is waiting for the final confirmation now to travel to Catalonia to undergo his medicals and sign the new contract. So we're going to have to see how all of this does play out. It is not fully confirmed that Morata is a Barcelona player. Again, I want to make this very clear. There is always going to be that chance that this deal might break off, that Morata does not come to Barcelona. Even though they are in the final stages, it could always break down in the last minute. But should we give Morata the complete backing and the green light to go to this club? Yes, we should. And once he does, we are going to be talking about what Morata could bring to this Barcelona club for the next 18 or 20 months. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.